Hi again. This is a quick follow-up to the video on the customer notification on the web portal. And this is actually the customer notification module in on the app. So we're going to quick run through on how an engineer will complete the data, uh, for the notification. So let's jump straight in. You can see on the new main dashboard. Just bring my mouse over, but we have a new customer notification button just there. Okay, and that's the one we want. So very straightforward, just tap the button and that takes us into the standard screen. So risk hazards notification. Please complete all sections. As usual, the man will probably disappear, but at the moment he's hanging on in there. Okay, so first thing we do, just go through to the next screen, and we're presented with a fairly standard screen. The details are pre-populated just for myself, because I got fed up at typing in the name and the email address, etc. every time. But obviously on the live app, those are all blank, waiting to be completed by the engineer. So we have a client name, address details, an email address, a contact number, and a JB number. Now, some of the items are starred, those are required. Okay, so no star, they're not needed. So email address, postcode, address, and the client name are the only required values on there. And what's new to this module is if we try and move off the screen before we complete anything, we can't. We're just told we've got to complete all the required fields. Okay, so that's a slight departure from the other modules where you can go right to the end and then be told that they're not ready or that they're not complete. This will be something I implement across all the modules as I update them. But starting with this one now, you can't actually go forward until you enter the details. And to enter the details, usually we either type in, which is one way of doing it. Then we have the button here which offers us two options: the search location, and this allows us to just type in any postcode or address and Google will come back and tell us the best address it can find. Okay, when we choose that address, our details are pre-populated. So that screen then would just need an email address typing in and it's ready to go. So very quick, very straightforward, minimum amount of fuss to get the data in. The other option is the current location option. And as you're aware with the other modules, this finds your best address depending on your location. As you can see here, it's slightly out. So we could either use that one and change it or use that one and add the number in. But either way, we can fill that in, and again, all completed. And you'll see now when I try and move forward, I can quite happily because I've completed the details. But now I'm on the new screen. If I actually try and scroll off the screen, which I try to do there with my thumb, you can see please complete all fields. So we can't do anything there. So on this screen we have the identified risk or hazard. Okay, and this is populated from the portal settings. So what the engineers see on the app is exactly the same as is entered on the portal. As you enter more options there, they will appear. If you deactivate an option, then obviously it won't appear. We don't ever delete any of these because if reports use one and we delete it, everything goes horribly wrong. So they're only active or deactivated. Deactivated won't show, active will, for obviously. So first thing the engineer needs to do is just choose a risk. So we'll say potential asbestos. He then has a hazard detail risk box to complete. So we just put here, there's nothing going to say, but please check your garage, if I can spell it, garage roof for potential issues. Okay, well, obviously that would be more detailed, but for time and brevity's sake, I'm just going to leave it at that. And we're not there yet. You asked that an image be put. If I try and press done now, we're told we can't because we need to take a photograph of the hazard risk. So we're not able to complete this report without taking a photograph. And at the moment we can't send an email to the customer because we haven't taken a photograph. So we don't want to send an email, then take pictures and the customer not get those. So until a picture is taken, we cannot take a picture. We can't send it. So I'm just going to run through sending an image. So we click on the icon. We're asked to choose the type of image, so it's a hazard, and we click on OK. And then we're presented with the standard screens that you see throughout the whole app. We take a picture. Okay, we'll just do a nice one of the keyboard for easy sake. And we take the picture. We're asked to enter any notes, which are optional. A nice keyboard picture. And we save it. And we're then presented with the gallery. So we can take as many as we want. Yeah, we can take another picture of my cup. Not a beer cup, you may notice, but just a normal coffee cup. I won't take any details of that. And that's now just slight delay there. There you go. So we now got my pictures ready to be added. So we could take as many as we want, but I'm just going to do 2 in this instance. And once I'm done, I click on finish. You'll notice straight away that the send email to customer appears. Now, if we click done, obviously that email won't be sent. This can, however, be followed up via the office through the portal screens for this module, as I've seen in another video. So an email can be sent to the customer if it's missed here. Ideally, though, the engineer would just now click the send email customer, and the notification saved and sent off to our servers to be processed. As you can see, I get a notification and a pop-up box saying your email is being queued with the email servers and will be delivered as soon as possible. Once this message is seen, you can be confident that it has gone to be processed. The only thing that we have no control over, obviously, is it then getting delivered to the customer's inbox. Something we are working on to give reports on perhaps why some aren't getting delivered. Things like spelling mistakes in the email address or the wrong email address, etc. But at the moment, you can sort of be certain that message that we've tried our best to get that delivered. And if everything's correct, the email address, etc., you may find that the client has had that email by now. I just need to check actually. I may have already. I can tell you whether we've had it. If you just bear with me 1 second, I will open up a second screen with my email client in. And I'll come back to that in a second rather than that. So email's being queued and sent. We click on OK. Okay. When that catches up, sorry, it's just slowing down slightly. Sorry about that. So I've just opened up my email client, and you can now see that the button has been disabled. This prevents multiple emails being sent if you're not sure that an email's gone. That was something else I noticed, was that. So the button's sent because we're confident that the email will try and be delivered. Okay, and once all that's done, we can then click on the done button, and it's saved and sorted. Okay, so that's the module on the app. If I just bring up the I'll just bring that into screen, the portal page. Okay, we can just see, if I just open that up, okay, that it was the 7th of July at 15:05. Okay, and yep, working and not watching the football. So the drop down box shows the details. Please check your gauge for potential issues. If we double click on that record, we're presented with the details. We're presented with the nice keyboard and the mug. Okay, so the keyboard has got the description beneath it, a nice keyboard picture. The mug had no description, if you remember, so we've got nothing there. Okay, and we could create a PDF, etc. If we click on the email send, It does say that at 15:05 the email was sent by myself, obviously that would be the name of the app user, but that's me, and it was sent to the email address. So we have a record that if the client says, well, I didn't actually get the email, we do have a record that one was sent, but as I say, for whatever reason, it may not have got through, and I haven't had the email here yet, so it hasn't come through. But if we need to be, we could always just resend it from the portal anyway. Okay, so that's just a quick video showing the customer notification module on the app. Hope that's of use. Any questions or queries or feedback on how to improve it would be much appreciated. And I'll leave that with you. So thanks very much for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.